Alright, here we go. We are live on Conroy I-4 overpass with Occupy Orlando Light Brigade doing their thing. Today's message says banks steal homes. Uh, in relation to the massive foreclosures that have been going on in the past decade. Alright, let's go talk to them, see what's going on.
Ball to body ratio.
Look at these balls to body ratios.
Oh my god.
Right there.
Alright, so
Coming through.
the message says banks steal homes.
Banks steal homes.
And does anyone want to elaborate on that?
Wells Fargo locally does a great deal of illegal foreclosures. Here locally alone, I've seen numerous houses in the Castleberry area. Literally there was a house for a while last year that had a big sign that says Wells Fargo is stealing our home, please help us. It's a very common thing here. I want to say it's actually more common than a lot of other places.
We got the road ranger already.
Alright, so Road Ranger's checking it out. What other banks, how many other banks? Do they all do it or just?
Bank of America definitely, that's why they did that action where they moved into Bank of America.
Wells Fargo is one of the biggest.
Well,
They're
Wells
the king
Fargo
of
is the big
foreclosure.
boss.
Is that in any way tied into the bailout?
It would make sense for it to be, but I'm not educated enough on
On
that.
this particular subject, I'm not well educated on that.
Okay, well,
Alright.
we actually did see the smartest guy in the room and all that other
Well,
stuff.
everything's
So,
somewhat connected, so.
well, let's say it this way. I think I just read yesterday or today in the Sentinel that the mortgage,
It says banks steal homes!
the mortgage laws, how quickly they can foreclose and what circumstances they can foreclose under is being legislated differently so it would make it easier for banks
Limbs up.
instead of homeowners.
Jump up.
That kind of legislation
No, back.
is only favoring banks. It doesn't favor homeowners. It doesn't give homeowners an opportunity to catch up. Please don't ask me the
She
name
says
of the
no,
bill
yes,
because
no.
honestly I don't remember. I read this just recently. But bill or no bill, the fact of the matter is the game is rigged, folks. Everybody knows it. Come on, man. There's nothing to talk about. If you're watching this stream, you know exactly what we mean by banks steal homes.
Yes.
Okay? And then if you
All
turn it off,
symptoms of the American disease.
exactly.
All symptoms.
You know, the fact of the matter is, corporations own your government. They dictate what our social policies are, what government's responsibility towards its citizens, what it's supposed to do for its citizens. It no longer does anymore. It does for private interest and private interest only. Make sure he doesn't get away. And that is the problem. And banks are private interest.
Well, he ain't getting away now. You hooked him.
If you want to know how bad foreclosures are in Orange County, go to the Orange County Property Appraisers website. Go to their interactive map tool. From there, there's a little special button at the top that says foreclosure to show you every single foreclosure in the entire Orange County area. And the numbers are astounding.
Bank steals homes.
I read a great story the other day about this guy who was making early payments and the bank still foreclosed on him.
Yeah, I read something about
Read
that.
that?
Because he broke the terms of the
Yeah, he
contract.
broke the terms of his lease by paying his mortgage early and paying it in higher amounts than he was supposed to pay like $1,200 a month. This guy was paying more than that, earlier than that, and the bank still foreclosed on him because they want to hold that debt over your head for your entire life, then take your asset, the equity that you built on it, and just fuck you as a person.
You're absolutely right, sweetheart. You're absolutely right.
We got our first viewer just logged on.
Well, hello, viewer.
Hello, viewer. Hello.
We got one?
Yeah.
We're glad to see you.
So let's give them an update on what's going on.
Hi, viewer.
Hi, viewer.
If
We
we
are.
get more than 50 viewers, somebody will show their breasts.
It'll be Paisley.
It'll be
I
Paisley.
said somebody. I didn't distinguish.
Oh, we just got 2 viewers, man.
There we go.
What you're bringing them in.
48 more,
All
we
right,
get
this
breasts.
is what works.
And if
Threaten the people with nudity.
Yeah, 48 more viewers will give you breasts, and they're pierced breasts. Pierced nipples.
Oh, we just lost a viewer.
Aww.
Well done, Casey.
I don't think we lost him for that reason.
All right. Yeah, so we're here at the Conroy I-4 overpass with Occupier Lando,
Banks steal home!
and the message says banks steal
Interesting
homes.
that African American people are asking.
It is interesting.
And
Yes.
yeah.
So do you have wire or do we get like pick up maybe new one?
What do we got going on? I love how I always just happen to point this thing in the right direction at the right
That's
time.
great because she can be so awesome.
They're going down there to take a picture of it right now. Up and road patrol's like, what the hell are you doing out here, boy?
Kyle, if you have a camera phone, record what they say.
Yeah, bust out your camera, dude.
Pull out your
Record
camera.
them! Record them!
Record.
Be the media.
$6.
Oh yeah.
We can do this. Why not? I don't see it.
All right.
Occupiers only
See what goes on here. We just yelled at Kyle down there to bust out his camera to see what goes on. I doubt he's going to be able to live stream. Oh, looks like he's not. They're just walking away. All right. We'll see what their picture looks like when they get back up here. Unless you got it on your phone already.
Not yet.
Kyle doesn't have service on his.
All right. It helps. It helps if you stand here and like put your fist up in the air.
I felt that.
Those military
Right.
Yeah.
Body shelter.
Yeah. So this weekend we're all over the country. We're reoccupying. Right? Y'all know about that?
Yeah,
About
man.
Turkey going on?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone want to comment on Turkey?
Power to the people, man.
I think
Keep it up.
rigged.
You think it's rigged?
Yeah.
How so?
Because I've seen pictures and there's like these people all smudge faced and torn apart and whatnot, and there's a guy standing on the side
Syria, but I
with
think
boat
they did.
suits and khakis and a collared shirt drinking a bottle of water.
Well, it's not necessarily a violent revolution. It's just
Oh.
people gathering,
I
right?
think
No,
that
it
it's
is pretty
victories
violent.
of American and Western influence on what's going on in the Middle East because if they can bring Turkey into the Syrian conflict, then American forces all across the United States and our allies will be able to go in there and disrupt what's going on. But whether they allow the developers to go in and tear down the Ottoman Empire barracks now or later, it's going to happen because American forces are going to take over the Middle East. And, I mean, that's something to think about. It's happening.
It's
Two
happening.
But I
seconds,
mean,
we're out here.
originally that's what got him off is standing up against
It just
developers
pops up
and
and goes,
how
And,
sports news.
quick the military is to delete history.
and what about like all the police across the world looking the same and doing the same stuff? It's almost like one global police force now.
It truly is. I mean, it's called the UN. And white Anglo countries who are major players in the UN don't have to abide by the same UN resolutions as dark-skinned countries do. Like, it's bullshit.
Bullshit. Which brings us to the Occupy motto: shit is fucked up and bullshit.
Yeah,
Everybody
everybody knows it.
knows it.
But we get
That's
what
why
we
they
deserve.
honk when they see our signs.
We should be able to be doing.
Banks steal homes. I don't know why that seems like a tongue twister to me. Banks steal homes. Banks steal. I want to say Banks steals homes.
It's 12 on
Banks have
Thursday.
been stealing homes for a long time.
Well,
Huh?
it was hard to come up with something that we could fit in 20 letters or less that got the point across.
Yeah.
How about WTF is wrong? That should
Because
be the
most
next
people
one.
don't know what WTF is.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, you
yeah,
mean
yeah.
what the fuck?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
They know
well.
what WTF is.
What the fuck is going on?
Now we have
What the
3
fuck?
viewers.
Yeah.
Welcome
I would
to
say
the
that.
Occupy Orlando Light Brigade here at Conroy I-4 overpass. near the Holy Land experience. Today's message says banks steal homes in relation to the foreclosures, primarily by Wells Fargo and other banks. But that is not the only topic of discussion here for us. We are knocking out all the corruption topics. Speaking of which, does everyone here know about the March Against Corruption November 5th? Yes. Do you?
I had no idea.
Now you know. March 5th.
I'm marching
No,
against corruption
March
each and
against
every day
November.
until August 12th of 2014 for my election.
Or-
Yes, so
All right.
Marching against you.
Yeah, we're marching against you, politician guy.
why? They can't see the board?
No, it's got to be the same size and the same position.
It's the same size, but it's not corrugated.
No, it has to be.
Why?
So, this March Against Corruption on November 5th, we're still deciding where to go, and we're taking votes on where to have that protest. Look up Orlando March Against Corruption, and you'll see the event pop up. Go ahead and check out the event. Vote for where you want it to be, and then that'll help us decide where it's going to be. Uh, and we plan on doing a lot of paper mache for this particular protest coming up, the March Against Corruption. We're going to have paper mache models of the institutions and buildings of corruption that we would like to be at, but we're in Orlando, so these places are spread out mostly in DC and other places. So we can make models of them and protest the models, and that way we can cover all or a lot of the corrupt places and not have to travel the world in 5 hours for the march. And we're also going to make some paper mache drones so that the marchers walking around will have drones flying all over the place. What the hell is that? That's a drone. Why is that up in the air? Good question. All right, so now we're up to 4 viewers.
Now we're up to
Awesome.
we had 5.
Is anybody able to sign into Twitter on their phone that doesn't have themselves logged in? Because your phone won't let you log out.
Yeah, it does.
No, I can't get logged out.
You gotta
of
look for the log
I
out
want to
button.
actually, well, I want to use the Twitter, the Occupy Orlando on it. Yeah, is that some shit? As soon as I posted that we were out here with that message, I had a little thing that said, Fox Sports 35 is now following you.
Cat.
They don't have anything better to do. That's scary. Things are so calm, but they have nothing
Easy,
better
right?
to do.
Well, the road ranger that was just here, the road ranger that possibly called the highway patrol or the police department. Not for sure, but there's a chance of it. He was a George Zimmerman who pulled up and he wanted to get us off the roadway.
See, on
But
mine,
He was a George Zimmerman. Is that what you said?
he's just he's a road ranger. He's supposed to pull over for cars and help
Yeah.
people out, but I guess
He's trying to be a cop caller.
Yeah. He's working his way up. From road ranger next it's highway patrol.
that's why I
The
say so.
FBI.
I handle all things out.
Yeah, we were told to get off the roadway, but the way he pulled over,
Yeah, we were watching from up here, like over there.
we could have thought we were on a motorcycle and it was out in the bushes or something.
Right, because that is strange. You're not supposed to have pedestrians walking around here. Yeah, I understand. But we're not doing anything besides holding signs. So if you live in the Orlando area, you should check out the Orlando Activist Alliance, as well as Occupy Orlando Sidewalk Solidarity, as well as Animal Rights Foundation of Florida. And there's so many things to check out, but you can find out about most of them through the Orlando Activist Alliance. There's some events going on here in Orlando this weekend. We're number one, there's going to be another Light Brigade tomorrow around the same time. And also tomorrow is the Occupy Orlando Sidewalk Solidarity. They're going to be occupying the Orlando Regional History Center for at least 24 hours. And Saturday morning at Lake Ivanhoe, there's cleanup. They're cleaning up trash and stuff at Lake Ivanhoe on Saturday. So those are just a few things going on this weekend that you can help with and learn a lot, enlighten yourself, help the world. Yeah, look at this sunset. We're in the middle of a tropical storm, mind you. If you don't live in Florida, you might not know. We're in the middle of a tropical storm right now, protesting with lights. That's awesome. It's windy, and it cleared up just for us. We asked the universe, we said, they need to know that banks steal homes.
And God's on our side. He's
Yeah.
over there.
Right. They're helping us out. They must have some kind of machine in there.
Prayers is radiating out to us.
So, if you're not familiar with Orlando, this is the bridge that has the big Orlando sign on it. So when you go into the city, you see that it's Orlando, and that's on the other side of the bridge. We usually do protests. We switch it up, but last week we were over there, so it said "Occupy Orlando, tax the rich," and it was like our fourth operation or so out here of holding up the light boards, and it's the first time the cops ever came. So the first time that they see Occupy, they send cops. Before that, they don't send cops. You figure it out. But today it does not say Occupy up here. It just says that banks steal homes. Getting shout outs from the road. Yeah! Power to the people.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. See, people get off on this rant from us.
If there was ever any question, we are definitely here to help the people.
Yes.
We are here to help the
This is what
people.
we should have been occupying instead of City Hall.
But nobody sees you at City Hall. People see you here. They see you on off ramps. They see
They,
people
they
that
see you
see
at
you.
City Hall.
You
It's
know
just
what I
the
told
type
them?
of people just don't give a damn.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
it is. They see you.
You
They
need to
just
get to
people that don't give
the
a damn.
common people everywhere.
People who can't afford to live in Orange
The
County.
people that
Driving
have
out
to
of
use these roads. Look at that. Every one of these people driving by. Did you know that banks steal homes?
They do pay money to Orange County taxes.
It's like me sitting here shouting out that banks steal homes to all these people, but it's so much easier because we've got technology and work on our side. Check out these boards. You can make them yourself if you wanted to. Just take a board like this, drill some holes in it in the letter combinations that you want, and voila! Put some LEDs in there. You can obviously tell that today. Bank steel homes. Each one has to have their own battery pack. So it's about 20 bucks, 20 to 30 bucks each for each one of these letters if you're interested in making them yourself. Every city should have their own light brigade. Right? Every city should have multiple light brigades.
Yeah, man. The more people that can get out there and do this, I tip my hat.
Yes.
I do. I tip my hat. Come out tomorrow and do it on the other side, man. Say whatever you want. As long as it's for the common good, I'm all for it.
Damn right.
I'm sick of about getting laid, man.
I know.
Well, I've got the chat open if anyone wants to say anything to anyone here.
Oh yeah. That's like basic.
Well, yeah, there is.
Where's Tim and Bailey?
We've got the police here. Police.
Shit.
We got two of them.
All right, they're here. Howdy. Just so you know, you guys are being live streamed.
How y'all doing?
All right, how you doing?
Howdy.
Fantastic. It's in violation of state statute. It's an unauthorized sign by the Department of Transportation. In order to put signs up, you'll need to get authorization by the Department of Transportation.
Do you have a statute to put them out or show us?
I sure can.
Can you show us?
Out here on the side of the road? Yes, sir. Fantastic. So my question to you is, do you have authorization to hang this sign over the interstate highway system?
Well, I'm a taxpayer.
No, it's, do you have permission from the Department of Transportation? If you do, then you can keep it up. If you don't, then you're going to be required to take it down.
Can you tell me how we can go about doing that?
Contact the Florida Department of Transportation. They have just like you see when the people unfortunately pass away, they're killed in traffic accidents, they have signs that they post, the markers. They have authorized signage, and they also have applications that you can apply to put temporary signs up. Banners, everything else that you see that is along specifically state highways, interstate highway systems. Local roads, if you want to turn it around, this is not
Film this? I'm gonna go get
part of the interstate.
So we can do that? Turn it around that way?
Then you're going to have to talk to Officer Goodwin. But I'm just here to tell you,
I'm sorry?
If we're going to look at the ordinance, city ordinance, it's going to be something totally different with signage.
Okay, well, can we try to turn them around and hit these
What
people?
does it say?
It says banks steal homes. We're fighting for people that are getting their mortgages foreclosed on. Because they just passed some new legislation that makes it even easier for banks to do that now.
I just voted in the House 2 days ago, right?
Well, I'm glad, but a lot of people are being foreclosed on terribly.
I can almost guarantee you it's not going to be authorized, but if you want me to double check the statute, I will.
Well, can we like put it across and start doing it now?
Well, do you want me to, it would be a waste of your energy if you did.
Well, no, I mean
Temporary.
we don't mind if you don't mind.
If you want to start it, you can.
Okay.
But I'd rather have it facing this way than distracting people on I-4.
Okay, so we can do that. I mean, we've gotten a lot of
Are you
support.
saying
from-
can they hold the signs up? Like just
You can't hold a sign up and block the sidewalk.
Okay,
all right,
well,
but
we-
if they wanted to hold the signs
Got
facing
signs
that
up
way, is that
behind you there?
you cannot display signage on
the interstate.
specifically the interstate highway system. It's part of the federal highway system unless it's been authorized by the Department of Transportation. There's a Florida statute that corresponds with those Department of Transportation regulations that specifically prohibit unauthorized signage on the interstate.
so?
And your buddy down here is about to be arrested for being a pedestrian on the interstate.
Oh, don't do that.
No, then you need to tell him.
Hey,
No, then you need to do it now because
they're gonna arrest you, bro. Get back up. Get up, Paisy. Hey, mic check. Mic check.
Yeah, well, he doesn't hear us.
Let's do a mic check, guys.
Wait. Let me call him.
Okay.
He doesn't hear us. Let me call him.
He's coming.
He's coming.
walking out on the interstate in limited access facility is there's no question about that. There's not even like a
Officer, we're not trying to upset anybody.
no, I know. I'm
Banks
just
steal homes.
you're wanting to know statutes and rules and regulations. I'm just trying to explain them to you.
Yeah, but we
And
don't
not only
want.
that, walking out on the interstate, dumb.
Well,
Wasn't walking out into the
he wouldn't walk. He would just stay on the grass.
Okay, so you understand, the interstate highway system is not like the road.
Okay.
The county, local city streets, totally different. You cannot, under any circumstances, unless you're broke down or there's an accident, walk out here from the edge of the road to the edge of the road.
Unless you're like walking down on the side of the road, but that's happened to me, and I've had to walk like on the side of the road.
Absolutely. So your signage needs to
Okay.
come down. It needs to come down now. And while you're taking it down, I'll get you the number for the Florida statute that gives me the authority to.
Absolutely, thank you. I
So
appreciate it.
let's all work together.
Absolutely.
So
Okay. So, but we can do that though. We can apply to the transportation
yeah,
department.
I'm not sure what their
Do you know-
process is, but I do know that in the statute it says that you have to have permission. In order to get permission, you would have to apply for permission.
So you can do that online.
But let's just get some clarification. If we turn them around, they can stay bungeed up there. Is that what you're saying?
This,
As long
from
as
what
they're-
I understand,
As long as they're not facing the oncoming traffic.
No, no. I don't know who owns this. This, what you're talking about, this metal barrier, this fence, I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay.
I do know
Yeah,
that
because we need to get this stuff straight in our heads.
displaying the signage on the interstate without permission is illegal.
Okay.
All right.
So
So, and you're going to get that, right? This way we know?
Walk back here and get it.
Oh,
Off
I'll
the
walk
top of
with
my
you.
head, I think it's like the 400 statutes, 400 and something.
Well, geez, I can't imagine that you could remember all that stuff. 'Cause I know how big those books are. That's amazing.
That's
God bless you, man. It's your job. You got to remember that stuff. I got to remember all kinds of numbers and stuff. He's he's
So-
an he's an amateur
No, no, no.
journalist.
Let's start taking them
Oh.
and stop filming everything. Let's start taking them down.
Okay, I'll let him and him, and I'll
Because
let this
I
guy.
can enforce the statute
So,
of getting
all right, let's take these down.
If you guys could just like the bungee cords neatly on the sidewalk, I'll take care of them. But they can. Who else?
All right, so we are taking the signs down because now a different set of police than last time is telling us a new law. A new law that apparently wasn't in existence the last 4 weeks.
Yes. Well, isn't that amazing?
What's up?
We're
Bank steal
protesting
homes.
bank steal homes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, they're
Bro.
making us take our sign down.
Are you serious?
Yeah, go tell them about it, man.
Bro, let me just tell you something. They just took my home, bro.
They just
Alright,
took your home?
The bank already been took my home. The bank's been taking everybody's home. There's gonna be a time when everyone won't have a home and they'll have to go back to the forest.
And you know there's 162 million vacant homes, but there's only about
Yeah.
40 million homeless.
Trust me, in Russia and other countries right now, they allow the homeless to be able to be in these abandoned houses, you know what I mean? Over here, it's about money. I can't wait for Babylon to crush.
Yes.
Last.
Thank you.
We got 2 cameras going. Did anyone get his badge number?
I don't think he has
His
bad.
name was like, damn it.
Let's do it the other way. Okay.
So how many letters are in bank steal homes? That's
18.
like 18 letters.
I know how many.
18 letters, and we've got like 5 or 6 people here. So it would be cool if we had like 18 people here to hold.
I guess if each of us hold like 2.3 signs.
Yeah, I can hold 2.3 signs. So the police are still here, and so is the Occupy Orlando Light Brigade. Although the lights have come down, apparently there is a federal law against displaying signage over interstates. Even though I guess the city can do it.
Still waiting on them to actually show us that we can't.
And they said that if you can get what, a permit? So basically if we paid enough money we could be doing this legally. Apparently it's not legal.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the
It's
money.
not that it's dangerous that we have the signs. It's just that we have to pay to have signs.
Right. Because this, like we said, this has been
Public
the 4th
service
week.
announcements aren't free no more.
This has been the 4th week of action here.
And this guy said he knew the statute for that. He's on the phone trying to figure it out because he doesn't know.
taking my ID?
So I know who you are, so I can issue you a warning for not doing this again. Tim the Adams?
Yes, sir.
Sir, do you have your ID?
I don't.
So he's
I
taking
left
our
mine in the car
IDs,
because I didn't bring my purse.
even though I'm just recording.
Yes, you can.
But what requires me to show my ID at this time?
Okay. Listen, you have been lawfully...
I'm feeling threatened by how close you feel the need to stand to me right now, so I'm gonna step just 2 steps backwards. I'll let you continue.
Do you have your identification?
Yes, I do.
May I see it, please? Can you identify yourself? Yes, you are
My name is
required.
Christina Dewar.
Can you prove it through for use of your identification?
If I'm going to be arrested if I don't.
Uh,
Will I be arrested for not showing my identification right now?
let me see your ID.
She is your name.
I'm gonna say no to showing my ID if you're telling me there's no reason why you have to see it,
Yeah,
except for your own personal interest.
No, I just told you so I can issue you a warning for violation of a Florida
You
statute.
didn't say that to me, you said that to him.
No, I said it to everybody. You want to rewind the tape?
No, just tell me.
If I'm not required to show
You
my
are
ID
required
by
to show
law
it.
or be arrested, I don't have any
You
interest.
are
It will be on
required
the
to
front
show
page
it.
of West Orlando Newspaper.
Am I going to be arrested if I don't?
You are required to show it. May I please see it?
Am I
Now
being
you're not.
detained?
I'm not. Of course, you're violating a Florida law. You are being detained. So now I need to see your driver's license or some form of identification so I know who you are.
Will I be arrested if I don't?
For what?
That's my question.
Let me see your ID, please.
We took the
If I'm
signs
going
down.
to be arrested, it's my right to hold my ID.
Then hold it so I can see who you are.
I told you who I am.
Eh,
She's identified herself.
Yep, she sure is.
She's under investigation.
In violation of 447 of the Florida statute.
Well, it's something retaining to not having a permit. Wouldn't that be an ordinance violation?
No, it's a Florida statute.
Yeah. Isn't that an ordinance violation?
No, it's a Florida statute.
That doesn't matter. Florida statutes are ordinance statutes.
No, they're not.
Well, you verified that my ID is who I am. Can you hand me my ID back?
When I'm finished with it, issuing you your warning for violation of Florida statute, absolutely. See, I'm trying to get everybody on their way, but your counterpart here is resistant to identifying herself so that she can be issued a notice.
Is there going to be a fee involved with that?
I don't think this is.
Or is it just a warning?
We're willing to work with you.
My intention was to issue everybody a warning,
But I don't want to see somebody who's in.
but I don't have
You
to.
going to jail isn't going to help your cause.
All right. Well, I mean,
See,
I can't.
I was just trying to educate everybody and identify everybody. So if we come out here again, then there would be a problem. But if she's refusing to identify herself, it's discretion. I don't have to issue a warning, right?
Well, you know, you guys can arrest anybody for anything you want, and then they just
No.
take it to court later.
No,
But
that's
we
not-
know that's how it
Yeah,
works.
That's exactly how it works.
That's
You have
exactly
that
how it works.
You have it from
I've,
overseas.
I mean, I've been arrested for I've been unlawfully arrested before, and it's not fun for anybody to be unlawfully arrested. So, I don't know. I'm just saying, in my experience, I don't like to be unlawfully arrested.
Maybe you want to have a chat with your friend.
Well, Kat,
I took this call as a.
I don't want to be arrested, but you know.
Well, I don't think you would get arrested for something I did. I'm simply exercising
No,
my right not to show
all
ID.
of this.
So if I don't show my ID, you're going to arrest everyone here
No, I'm going to use
for
my
these?
discretion.
To do what?
Enforce the Florida law.
To arrest everyone here because I won't show my ID. This is nothing but police intimidation, and I feel like by not simply showing you my ID and making your ego feel better, I'm almost going to go to jail. But you're not telling me I'll be arrested if I don't show my ID. Now you're saying you're going to design an arrest to your discretion or your preference, as it actually is, and arrest me just for being out
it's your right to not show ID just because you're not going to be arrested?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't show my ID?
You can't even make your own argument. You never say yes or no.
I'm gonna step downwind to smoke a cigarette
Appreciate that.
because I'm a little stressed out. So right now they have our IDs. Alright, I'm just gonna set that down for a second as I need my hands. Viewers, you are important right now because if we all go to jail, somebody needs to know about it. Now, we shouldn't be all be going to jail because we've complied 100% with what they said, and we took the things down and made sure that they're not facing the road. And then we gave them our IDs, so now they have all of our IDs. Although I don't know if that was necessary. I hope he doesn't drive off with them.
He won't even tell me his name.
He has to tell you his name and his badge number.
Yeah, well, I'll be filing a complaint. You can let her know that.
Is he asking for her ID?
Yeah.
I said no.
Well,
You said no, and you didn't give it to him?
I guess if you don't want to give him your ID, he's not going to want to give you his name or badge number. That's just.
Well, I'm not a public servant.
Oh yeah, you're right. He is. So
But I don't know. If you want to give me his
Can you get the incident number? There you go, people. Online.
Yeah, but it's not on the card. You want the badge number?
incident number 13-232-525.
Not really, man. I'm a little over.
Speed bump.
Yeah. Good, it'll be fine. Just relax.
So now he took all of our IDs to write up warnings not to do this again. So that's what he's doing right now.
So what's the situation?
What's the situation is that he is in the car writing out warnings for all of us that gave up our IDs to him because he declared it so that we needed to give him our ID. And I'm all for the people that want to make their whatever they do, but if a cop tells me they want my ID or they're going to arrest me, then I usually listen to them because I don't have bail money.
Here comes more. Yeah.
Oh God, why are they calling more cops here?
Oh wow, look at this. There is a statute here that covers
Is this necessary?
For us to, not necessarily.
Now we got four cop cars here.
Okay. Sorry.
Roman Ross. 8474. Ross.
8474. Where's the bachelor at?
Middle initial. Last
His
name.
name is Ross. Nice to meet you.
First name. Now we got 5 officer vehicles. Date of birth? Wow, 3 cars
I don't
without
know how
their
to tell my age.
headlights or
You can
taillights
ask
on.
them your age.
Look
Just
at
their
there.
date of birth.
There's
That
another
is.
car.
Oh,
No
I
headlights,
guess
taillights.
so.
Figure
That's no. Then I give my years. I'm very bad at my telling. I graduated high school at my age.
Ma'am, I just asking you to identify yourself.
I just did. That's who I am. Okay, and I live in the same place as Mr. Greg
And
McCarthy.
and in order to properly identify, I need to know what your name and birth is.
Are you serious?
Uh,
You won't
I,
let my vanity prevail?
well, then you can tell these people to go away, and you can just whisper it in my ear, or say it silently, or write it down on a piece of paper for me. But yes, ma'am, I am serious.
Oh, well, I'll leave the bridge.
No, no, I need to know what your date of birth is, so I know what your name and who you are.
But I'm leaving the bridge, so why would you? As a matter of fact, I'm a passerby.
No, you're not. You
Oh,
told
I
me
am.
earlier you were involved in this.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
Hey,
didn't.
just go ahead and give us information. Y'all have your license so we know who you're acting on.
I don't. That's
Okay.
I
that's
don't
fine.
know
I
what
don't.
he wants to know.
All right. Just asking for you. There's nothing to hide. We're willing to entertain.
6155.
I'm sorry. Say again.
Thank you for making me
I'll
laugh.
walk away so they don't have to.
Not yet. Ma'am, are you supposed to start with me? Middle initial. Ross. Date of birth? 1992.
So just so people pay attention, we can walk away. We can walk away, right? So
But they got my ID.
well, no, we need you to identify. We need you to. You know what I'm saying? We can walk away.
Right. The impression looks like this one.
Mr. Kowarski. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
The one with a lot of hair.
Mr. Adams, thanks. Is the address on your license correct?
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Should I be expecting
Mr. Brown,
visitors?
no attention from anyone.
No.
And you have no idea how 10 miles I travel.
Why would he want to know that? So, the Light
Well,
Brigade has been shut down, and now we are back in darkness in Orlando. They have restored darkness, the police restoring darkness, keeping everyone out of the light, keeping everyone ignorant, and threatening people by force, by use of force.
It's on video. He got so close to my face, and I told him my phone
They got
wouldn't accept
guns,
that.
and they've got prisons, and they've got all kinds of
let's try
things
and
on their
start
side.
shutting this stuff
And you
down
guys know
before
the
they
number that
take
they
our
cited is
sign.
4050 something.
It's consumer.
That's how it is, because they say so. So I don't think anyone here is wanted to be uh, kidnapped or tortured psychologically. So taking the signs down.
Bank steal homes.
Banks steal homes.
Bank steal homes.
So at least some people got to know that banks steal homes. And
And is tomorrow instead of occupied.
Did you hear that?
well, I've been warned, and they've got it on database that I've been warned. So I don't know,
Warned for
really.
what? To do
They warned us about something.
Rolling signs.
There's like 5 or 6 cop cars here. Everybody.
It's ridiculous, man.
But to all ordinances, any type of public assembly and stuff like that, you have to have a permit signed by the chief of police. Okay, for everything like that.
My permit still goes to two shifts.
Okay,
That
well,
First Amendment.
okay, well, I'm just telling you how it works. Okay, I think I've been pretty polite with you. Okay, I've answered every question and
I agree, and I
haven't cut
really
you out
appreciate that
point.
because I've had ugly experiences
Okay.
with OPD, so I really appreciate
Okay.
it.
Well, I'm here to work with you, and this is the person you have to contact. Okay.
Okay.
She'll be in the office tomorrow. This is her phone number, or she's
Fantastic.
at headquarters downtown.
Okay, thank you
There's
so much.
nothing in
First
this
floor.
ordinance
Okay.
400 statute.
Fantastic.
And that's Special Operations Division. Every permit for everything within the city of Orlando comes out of that office, goes up to the chief and comes back to that office. So even if she's not the specific person, the person sitting next to her is.
Okay.
Okay. So they're the ones you just need to, but you will have to identify yourself now.
I don't
Now there's
mind
the road
because
rangers.
I don't like when it gets like too interested in my face and
Ah,
threatened.
Okay.
So
That's all right.
all right,
I
just
appreciate that.
gonna get a little sample of how many cars are here. Look at that. Unbelievable. All they needed to do was send one person to talk to them. Now there's like 10 people here just sitting around. Sorry they had to call you all out here. Sorry about that.
Right, but it's not public assembly time.
No, well, it's not really public, like not a
Right.
big public,
Right.
not a feeding.
Right. Did you
Stuff
work
like
the
this.
did you work SPJ at Citadel Johnson Park when the occupation was there? Because
Through International
that's why a
Drive
lot
for
of
a
us
while.
feel like we're trying to get a little more assertive because we have dealt with a lot of these ordinances, so we do know a lot of them pretty well. So we just want to understand what ordinance is being given to us. It's not that we're trying to not comply. I get that.
They'll break it down completely at SOD and tell you exactly, okay, we're going to fall under this type of permit or whatever. They'll be able to break it down
All
completely.
right. Thank you so much.
But they're pretty cool. They'll let you in. And,
And then I guess it's just stand here and continue to be detained and not spoken to.
So tomorrow we were planning on having Occupy Solidarity, Sidewalk Solidarity, downtown at the Regional Health History Center. So we're basically just going to be chilling on the sidewalk. Just letting y'all know.
well, I'm off tomorrow, to be honest with you. But you might want to look at there's some statutes and some ordinances about blocking sidewalks.
Right, it's a really big sidewalk. That's why we chose it, so that we could sit to the side without blocking anybody.
You'll be dealing with a totally different sector of the city that's more. I work International Drive, so
Yeah, I see that. Sure.
I was on my way to do the patrol a favor by coming here. But yeah, downtown. I mean, they'll tell you exactly what they want you to do. But while you're down there, you'll be able to go talk to SOD first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of sad I'm not running for city commission. I don't even know what city commission district this is.
So now I wonder, how do the citizens go about to create a some kind of policy that says that we can do this?
Well, you'd have to start with your city commission or county commissioners, depending on whether you're in city or county property slash area. And if that was the case, then you would lobby your commissioners to revoke or revise the ordinance in which we're breaking. But you are being informed there is a Florida statute 479.11 regarding specific signs on the interstate highway system.
Which ordinance?
Same one I told you before.
Which is?
479.11.
officially notify that you are currently in violation of a Florida statute.
Okay, so if we displayed the signs from right here and not on the fence, we're not breaking the.
Yes.
How? Then we're not on the.
You're displaying signage on the interstate highway system.
Okay, what if we did it right here?
And is that like
If it displays onto the highway, you're in violation of the statute. That's what I said earlier. I don't
The
know.
other side is OPD.
And now this applies to everywhere in Orlando, right? The whole state.
Anywhere in the state of Florida with regards to state highways or interstate
This is
highways. Anything that the
I-4
Florida
interstate.
Department of Transportation has the authority over is covered under 479. And I told them, I don't know if you could hear me, if you do get permission, make sure you have that with you if you intend to come back out either here or any place else on interstate
That's
or state highway.
4079.11.
Do you have any idea how much the permit costs?
I have no idea. No idea.
All right.
do you know if it's multi-use or you have to get it single use for each
You
car?
can check with the Department of
I
Transportation.
wish we could just get a general activism permit. That would be awesome.
Okay, any other questions?
Yeah, they have frequent
Oh.
flyer cars.
Am I free to go now?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Check out Orlando Activist Alliance.
I can't find a Florida
Yeah,
state
check
statute.
out our webpage.
Guys, check out West Orlando News. You guys will all be on it tomorrow.
All right.
I would suggest
I
that.
literally.
Hello, Whoopi.
4079.11.
Well, it's not saved yet. I have to. Speaking of which,
Sir, that's my number.
One.
um,
4079.11.
all right.
Like 5 times I've asked this dude. 4079.11. Nothing is coming up on
Okay, well, let me save this really quick. I'm gonna stop and save it so it's uploaded, and then from there we'll see how to deal with it. So just hang tight, fellers.